myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tellero, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Summer daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. They're not important. I'm the one golded.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. 5 weeks come and gone already. And we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He fires one deep down the right. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. Austin's there to haul it in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
He's so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Dukes out of one stop. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense in the hurry up here. Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Blown back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. From the gun, ETN gets it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it on 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Metcalf's got it, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, they got the ball back for a whole lot longer down the distance.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Catch made by Austin. And he's taken down at the 30.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Now it's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Well, we both saw what he was doing, but trying to work the sideline there. But I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
He's got it at the 30. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Johnson with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Catch made over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Forced out to his right. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, they'll run. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Completed to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Caught by Washington, left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's Lamb running slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Counter give to ETN. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He throws a bullet to big gain downfield. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take the lead as time runs out here in the 3rd. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 intersections, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Lawrence in the pistol. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down from the red zone. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Raiders are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I gotta admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Johnson with a return here. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw is caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders moments away from their 4th win of the year. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he pulls through the defense for a touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Johnson now on the return. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
They've got a man in motion. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Fair catch called for and made. They could not ask for better field position after that punt. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
He gets him the first inside the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Johnson with a return here. A reverse on the opening kickoff. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.